What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have a battle submission from someone who reached into the top 100 on the global leaderboards in the Halloween Cup. That is going to be Charizard X with Dragalge, Carbink, and Pawniard. A very expensive, bulky, kind of cool team, not gonna lie, and Dragalge has been a very strong Pokemon in this meta. So let me know what you guys think about this team. Huge congrats again to Charizard X, and thank you for sharing these battles with us. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, getting into the first battle, we have Dragalge versus Scizor on the lead. Let's see how they decide to play this out. Looks like we're going to have the Pawniard come into the fight, as it does have Fury Cutter as the fast move and Night Slash as well, which is a very spammy, kind of low energy dark type move here. That gets no shielded, no boost on the Pawniard though, as the Scizor is looking to fight right back with the Scizor here, as Pawniard will give up the first shield of this game, and we do see a swap out now into Toxapex. So this is where things get very dangerous for Toxapex, because it's not going to take down the Pawniard quickly at all, right? And Night Slash here does a decent amount of neutral damage that it's really going to start adding up, and Switch Clock is going to be coming up soon as well. So here comes the second Night Slash. It also has a chance to boost. No boost just yet. Obviously, this is a pretty long video, so hopefully we do see some boost from this shiny Pawniard. If you guys are wondering as well, the graphics over there, some of the graphics that I get for the GIFs of these Pokemon are very high quality and others are low quality. And the opposite was true here. So the shiny Carbink you seeing was high quality as compared to the normal Carbink. And then the Pawniard and shiny Pawniard, I don't know what that is, but Toxapex gets flipped around right there, and we're probably going to see Dragalge come in and fast move it down. Yeah, Scizor is gone. Final Pokemon is going to be Greninja, and that is going to be a good game. Unfortunately, Greninja just doesn't have enough damage, as Dragon Tail is just going to be shredding right here. They can even no shield and save the shield for Carbink to fast move down, as Night Slash isn't going to be enough to take them out. But this is looking to be a good game, and I think the opponent knows it as well, as they can safely shield right here. So Pawniard really took it right there, taking out the Shadow Scizor, nearly taking out Shadow Scizor and Toxapex. So good game. All right. I think it cuts out. Yeah, moving into the next one here. We have, let's see, we have Dragalge versus Umbreon. Okay. Let's see how they decide to play this out. They're going to swap out into Pawniard right away, and we do see a Nidoqueen come in, Shadow Nidoqueen. And this is another situation where Pawniard can do so much neutral damage, and a Nidoqueen has to land an Earth Power, right? Night Slash gets no shielded and no boost just yet. I'm hoping for the boost in one of these battles, but as you guys can see, Pawniard is very spammy, and that Night Slash did a ton of damage where it's going to be forcing a shield. No, it's just gone. And the boost, there it is. Surrender. That's what happens. Good game. So Pawniard, if you don't have a hard answer to it, obviously a counter user, right? So Toxicroak would be great, as we do see Clefable here on the lead. If you don't have a hard answer to Pawniard, it can get out of control, especially when it gets a boost, as we see Dragalge now looking to go for the Aqua Tail here. Now this is an interesting fight where it's going to be taking, the Dragalge is going to be taking neutral damage here from the potential Moonblast, and maybe even the, let's see what they decide to go for. No, they do decide to go for Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash still a great move as well, as you guys can see. And if you guys didn't know, maybe you're kind of coming back to go Battle League, and you may have not seen Clefable like at all, and you're wondering why it's on the field. It got access to the fast move of Fairy Wind, which is basically a mirror of Mudshot. You guys know Mudshot on Swampert and Galarian Sunfisk. Fairy Wind does that, but for Clefable. It's very cool. As a Night Slash, oh, just destroying the Shadow Scizor. This Pokemon is having a very tough time, as they will give up a shield here. And this is a situation where they could potentially farm down if they go into double shields. But they're going to go ahead and go for one Night Slash, looking to get a shield from the opponent, or just get rid of the Scizor, and the Scizor does go down. So 1 to 2 shields. We do see the Clefable come back in, and this is unfortunate because Clefable now is going to be forced to shield a Night Slash here. Resisted charge move, And that is not something you want to be doing if you are the Clefable, because you're just so low already that you just want to get rid of the Pawniard, as a Meteor Mash will come through, and it's not enough to KO. Pawniard is getting out of control right now as they go for another Night Slash, just hitting every Pokemon on the opponent's team as they counter swap back into Dragalge, which is going to be resisting the Poison Fangs, and they do have Aqua Tail as well for super effective damage. They will be giving up a shield here, and it is going to be the Poison Fang debuff, but Dragalge might just be able to get to double Aqua Tail. No, they're just going to go ahead and try to commit to the farm down, but they're going to get hit with Poison Fang here, and this is where Carbink can easily come in and farm down with Rock Throw, and that is looking to be a good game. Nidoqueen not able to get to a charge move there, and we do see the Clefable go down as well. It does have Meteor Mash, though, so this may be last second boom. Is it going to fully KO? Uh-oh. No, it doesn't. Carbink's so thick. Good game. All right, moving to the next one. We have Dragalge versus Greninja. So, pretty positive lead in terms of the fast move pressure that we were seeing right here. And we do see a Charjabug swap in, and Carbink instantly going to come in and lock it down. Rock Throw is doing super effective damage because of that bug typing, and this is nice to see. I haven't seen Battle Submission with Carbink yet in this meta, but I know it can just do so well against Charjabug, and Charjabug I have faced off against a lot, so this is kind of satisfying watching it just get deleted with fast moves here and no need to shield as well. Let's see if they do get the full farm down there. Now Greninja on the back end, actually we do see Shadow Nidoqueen come in. Greninja on the back end would have to shield against a Carbink because of Moonblast, right? And in this situation, the Rock Slide isn't going to do that much damage, but any chip damage is going to be great as they go for the Moonblast now. This is resisted as well, but it should still do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, getting the Nidoqueen that low as they counter swap into Pawniard, and Greninja comes right into it, unfortunately taking super effective damage from the Fury Cutter fast move. And this is already a good game. Remember, there is Dragalge in the back still with 2 shields with Dragon Tail as the fast move. So they're going to go ahead and shield the Hydro Cannon here and look to let Pawniard kind of go to town as they are flexing the shiny blue here as Night Slash gets the first shield of this game, and they should be able to just win this with Dragalge. I think that's kind of the play here. You can safely no shield. They might shield, but yeah, they're gonna no shield the Hydro Cannon. Dragalge is the play. Dragon Tail all the way. It's not often I rhyme, but I sometimes do it all the time. Alright, they're going to have Carbink come in, actually, as we do see a counter swap into Nidoqueen, and the Dragalge is going to go ahead and farm down. This is the charge move you got to look out for, but honestly, I don't think that was Earth Power. Oh, it was. Okay, they do decide to shield. That was worth it. That was the hardest hitting move potentially left in the game, and Greninja is going to go down. So good game, very well played. Alright, moving into the next one. We have Dragalge versus Toxapex here on the lead, so a very positive lead in terms of the typings and movesets here on the Pokemon. As you can see, Dragon Poison versus Poison Water, obviously a huge advantage for the Dragalge, especially with Outrage and Dragon Tail. Outrage here, not enough to KO the Toxapex because it is very tanky, but it's enough to do quite a bit of neutral damage where they can farm down. We see a counter swap into Frostlass, and the Carbink is instantly going to come in and lock the Frostlass down as they do have access to super effective fast moves. Now, Carbink as well, maybe you guys haven't seen it, maybe you're new, like I'm saying earlier with the Clefable. Carbink is a better version of Bastiodon, basically. It's as tanky as Bastiodon, but it's Fairy Rock instead of Rock Steel. And it has access to Moonblast and Rock Slide, and it can just do very well in the Open Great League meta, and especially this meta here as they do let the Brine go through, and we will see the Dragalge come back in and load up on energy. Now, we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is, but honestly, it's not looking good for the opponent. I don't think there's a lot that can core break the Pawniard and the Dragalge as they throw the Gunk Shot. Actually, it's a Carbink in the back. The only thing I would say might have been a Toxicroak coming in. That could have been very dangerous, obviously, as Aqua Tail will land. And they do! Oh, they don't get to another one in time. That is unfortunate. But Pawniard right here looking very good with Iron Head. They're going to have to land 3 in order to win this game. And it's one of those situations where because you're in the 2-2 shield, it's better to just go straight Iron Head instead of trying to bait. As you can see, the opponent's win condition was no shielding a Night Slash, so good game. Alright, moving into the next one, we have Dragalge versus Venusaur here on the lead. Now, every time I see Dragalge, I don't know about you guys, but Pokemon sometimes look like a different typing than what they actually are. Dragalge to me looks like a water poison type, but it's not. It's dragon, right? But when you look at it, you're like, you feel like it's a water type. But obviously it's not. There's some Pokemon out there when you see it, you just think it's a different typing than what it actually is. You know, rest in peace Charizard, the non-dragon. Man, they did him wrong back in Gen 1. But I saw a meme the other day where it was that, you know, that apple from the new generations that's a dragon? And then it put it up next to Charizard, and it was like, guess which one of these is a dragon type Pokemon? And you just felt so bad because an apple is a dragon, but Charizard is not. It's just like there's so many things gone wrong, as they will look to throw another Rock Slide here, and then Dragalge wanting to come back in order to lock down the Venusaur with its typing, right? Going to be resisting Frenzy Plant and Sludge Bomb, so this is a fantastic opportunity for them to no shield and look to get the farm down here, and then hope that Pawniard can do very well in the back, as it will be an Escavalier. Okay, so this is actually a very tough situation for them. Thankfully, they are ahead on energy, as Aqua Tail will do neutral damage. But the Escavalier, I don't think the Escavalier can win this, honestly. But 2-3 drill runs. Oh, it could potentially, if they land an Acid Spray. That is actually huge here, because Pawniard is going to get deleted by the counter from Escavalier, and the opponent's got to know that just this Dragalge is the obvious hard answer, as they will be double shielding the Aqua Tails. Here comes the next charge move. They're going to have to shield it again, even if it is the Acid Spray, and they have to hope this Aqua Tail KOs. That's got to be the hope, and they have to also... I feel like they would have to swap out, but honestly, I think this might be enough to KO. No. Yeah, they do swap out. Yeah, you got to swap out. Venusaur comes back in. That's fine, and they have a Night Slash ready to go. The reason why you want to swap out there is if you can't Dragon Tail down in time, especially after 2 Acid Sprays, you're just going to get hit with the Drill Run on Pawniard, right? So that is going to be a good game, very well played. Alright, moving into the next one. We have Dragalge versus Greninja. Very positive lead right here. We know Greninja can get out of control when it has energy and boosts, but taking this much fast move damage is always detrimental in some of these sets that you're going to have. You're at 33.33, repeating, of course, HP right there, literally. And you're kind of forced out. We do see a double Night Slash, though, here, and the Dragalge might be shielding. No, decides to no shield, trusting in Dragalge in order to win this matchup, as they did get CMP tie, and an Aqua Tail now going to be coming through. It's going to be resisted, but might just get the Greninja low enough where it forces them to swap out, as we do see a Dustox swap in. This is a flashback to Sylph 2019 in when I went to Buenos Aires, Argentina. That was a very fun time down there. But Dustox right here, someone at the tournament, what was the tournament? Oh man, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but Dustox was used by a player there, who I believe won, and they showed it to me back then. It was their best buddy, maxed out, because Dustox had a good matchup in that tournament, as the Carbink will take it down, and we will see a Toxapex on the back end. There's probably very few of you watching this who know what I'm talking about. The tournament is escaping me, but I went down there with King. If you guys know King IV, I'm sure you guys do. He's an awesome member of this community. King and I went down there with trainer tips for the regional tournament in Argentina to shoutcast the first PvP tournament down there, and it was a lot of fun, and I faced off against King in that cup. Nightmare Cup. There, I think it came back. Nightmare Cup. It was a really fun tournament that we had there, but Dustox was pretty powerful in that one. So Pawniard here, obviously going to do well against the Toxapex, which is basically the last Pokemon left, as a Night Slash can do quite a bit of neutral damage. But yeah, there's a little rundown history lane if you guys didn't know about it. You guys can actually find, I didn't make a video on it because I wasn't, I was creating content then obviously, but I wasn't creating content in terms of travel content. But you guys can find a video on that from Trainer Tips. If you guys go to his YouTube channel and search, like, you know, Buenos Aires, Argentina Trainer Tips, you'll see a video. It was a lot of fun. It was a great adventure. So we have Chargebug now on the lead, and we do see a swap out into Shadow Scizor here, so we know how this goes. The Night Slash is going to do quite a bit of damage. Actually, was that enough energy for it? I feel like it was. Yeah, it was enough energy for it. Quite a bit of damage right there, but Aqua Tail going to be punching right back. Now, they might just counter... Actually, they don't need to counter swap, to be honest, because Carbink does so well against the Chargebug that they can easily just take this down. Yeah, Scizor goes down right there. They maintain switch advantage. Chargebug will come back in, but they're going to be able to get... Ooh, an Outrage? They do get the Outrage in time. This is going to do quite a bit of damage and could potentially force one shield now from the opponent. Yeah, they do get a shield. Carbink easily locks this thing down, as we have seen before. And the opponent is also switch locked right now. I think their switch clock might be coming back up here soon after this charge move. Yeah, it is coming back up. But Pawniard coming in now against the Greninja. That is looking to be a good game. Now, Greninja, oh man, you guys can let me know. I feel like people think it's overhyped, but honestly, it's not. It's very good if it gets in right positions to have a lot of energy, and it shines best in situations where they have shield advantage and they're not taking a lot of fast move damage, right? So if this Pawniard wasn't having or didn't have access to the fast move Fury Cutter, and it had something that was resisted, so let's say Bullet Punch, for example, then Greninja in a 2-to-1 shield advantage could absolutely destroy the Pawniard right here, as they will decide to go for the Iron Head. But overall, I think it was such a good addition to the game that I just love it. So they're going to go ahead and swap back into Carbink here against the Chargebug. That is going to be a good game, but yeah, this is a good one. Now, I kind of go on a lot of tangents. I've gone on a lot of tangents today. Just because it's fun to just talk about it as we have Carbink kind of do its thing. But one I want to talk about right there, you see the Ho-Oh wings in the back? I really, really want the Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos wings to come to the game. That is something I've been wanting forever. So good game, very well played. All right, moving into the next one. Let's see here. We probably got 2 battles left. We got Dragalge versus Zwilo. So, both Pokemon doing super effective damage to each other, as they will swap out into Pawniard, and they draw out a Toxicroak. So here is the Pokemon we have been looking out for, as a lot of you may have stated that. It does so well against this team potentially, but an Iron Head does land. Wow, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot. Toxicroak. I think it can get a Mud Bomb now against Dragalge, but it's only going to get 1. And this is an opportunity for them. Okay, they decide to no shield right here, calling that Toxicroak may have been the hardest answer to Carbink in the back. So they're going to go ahead and farm down. And we will see the Zwylos come back in, as an Aqua Tail is going to be coming through. Now, Zwylos knows that this is just an Aqua Tail, so they're probably going to no shield this right here. And then get fast move down. It's going to be up to Carbink in order to win this game. So let's see if they can do it. Rock normal or Rock Fairy typing here going to be resisting the Body Slam and Dark Pulse, so they're going to let these go through. And it's all a matter of what is Pokemon number 3, right? That's what it all comes down to. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a poison, to be honest. So something like Nidoqueen. Well, obviously, it'll be a good game. We'll see an instant surrender if it is that. It is not. It is the GOAT. The GOAT. Don't go down like this, man. Oh, no. Going down to a Carbink right here, which has loaded energy. Rock Slide is doing super effective damage. But never count the GOAT out. I'm sorry, Yarzard X. I'm looking at Alolan Marowak, rooting for it right now. They no-shield the Bone Club. And this is looking to be a very interesting game because they need 4 Bone Clubs in order to win. They're going to no-shield it all! Carbink, you absolute savage! Don't do my boy like that! Oh my gosh, this Carbink right here. The disrespect, Yarzard, you're disrespecting the GOAT, man. What are you doing? Rock Slide right here gets shielded, and that's... Oh! This man, or this battler, I should say. This battler is just flexing on the GOAT. Oh my gosh, you just too... Oh my god. Good game. Yeah, good game on that one. Moving into the final battle. We got Dragalge on Dragalge. Mirror fight right here. Let's see how they decide to play it. Pawniard actually going to get swapped in right away. Looking to go for the Night Slash potentially, as they will decide to no shield. Let's see here. No, they're going to go ahead and shield the Aqua Tail. And then we do see a Greninja swap in. Interesting. So they're going to go ahead and go for Night Slashes here. Now, this is the situation where Greninja can get out of control, because they are they're ahead on... Oh, we get a boost. Never mind. Rain it in, Greninja. Pawniard just got a boost from the Night Slash. His Hydro Cannon is going to get shielded, and they have another Night Slash ready to go. And if this gets a second boost, I imagine Greninja gets shredded down incredibly fast. No second boost there, but look at the damage output from Pawniard with the Fury Cutter, as Greninja is desperate to get to one more charge move here to get it out of the game. Counter swap? No, okay. They're going to go ahead and throw. And this is going to be an interesting end game, as I think both trainers are out of shields. Yeah, all shields are down. Dragalge's going to go to town. Let's see here. They swap in Wormadam Trash Cloak. So this is going to be a tough game. They're going to have to build... They do build up to Near Outrage. They swap into Carbink now. But Wormadam Trash Cloak has access to Iron Head. This is going to hurt. I'm just letting you know right now. Oh, that's a lot of damage, as they will... Oh, yeah, this is tough. They're going to go ahead and go for Rock Slide. I mean, honest, you no shield flexed on the GOAT, so you're kind of getting it put back to you right now. But this is actually the very interesting play. The Dragalge still hasn't come into this matchup, and that means Yarzard X is going to get an almighty boom here to close this game, as they will be able to farm down with the Dragon Tail here and have Outrage ready to go. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is going to do a lot of damage. You love to see it at the end of the video. Boom! One shots the Dragalge, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. What a fun set of battles right there. That was the final one. Huge shout out to Yarzard X for sharing these battles with us. Huge congrats on legend and leaderboard rankings. Very cool team. Very fun that we have seen today. Takeaways, if you guys haven't, if you don't have access to Pawniard and Carbink, obviously they're strong to have on your roster, but Carbink is great to have on your roster in general for Open Great League. Pawniard is going to be spicy for specialty cups, but Dragalge is a great Pokemon that you guys could potentially build as well for this meta. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.